it's Ali and welcome to today's video. So we're going to work a little bit on this journal. I've decided to go with a sort of botanical, furry, nature, like mixture kind of journal, but sort of botanical with fairies and botanicals in flowers, and yeah, just a mixture of sort of nature and botanical really. So this is the cover that I made. There is a video for this, I'll try and remember to link it. So what I said I'd do is get some signatures together. So I've sorted 2 signatures. I don't know whether all these will go in, but we can have a look. I've done some gel printing off camera. I'll show you when I get to them. I'm just sorting my bits into categories, and then I can put some flowers. I'll have to cut some of them down. Vellum, just put a piece of vellum there. Yeah, I did quite a bit of gel printing onto some papers and onto some book pages because I wanted some of these in. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to fold everything and then I can trim it all. Didn't put any ink or anything on these pages, I've just left them so they're okay. Just a piece of vellum. Put that there. Right, these book pages, I think I'm just going to trim them down. I think I'm going to leave them like that. I've got this colouring page I thought would be nice in there. I can trim the ends of that. I've got I might add to it, I might take some of these away, but I wanted to put in the jelly prints. And I bought I'll show you, I was umming and ahhing about whether to buy the Tim Holtz Decal Edge. I bought it. I got quite a good price for it, so I thought I'm going to get it. I wanted it, and I've trimmed some of these down a little bit. I've got some book page with some, I thought we'll do it a bit mixed media, a bit, a bit of mixed media in the journal. I have got a basket with mixed media. Do you know what, I'm going to put that way with some bits of ephemera that we've made on the Messing on a Monday videos. I'll have to try and get back to doing my mixed media Monday videos. I got a bit out of sync, when I was doing the what did we call it, Junk Journal July. Right, okay, so let's put a little signature together. Let's start with one of these gel prints. Yeah, just nature. I'll show you I'm going to do the cover on camera today. I've not got any coffee dyed paper out yet. I want to put some coffee dyed paper, just for journaling on in here. So let's just, I don't think I'm going to cut, I might cut them down a little bit. I'm going to get the signature ready and then we will cut the pages down accordingly. Well, see how much I need to cut off them when I've measured them with my journal. Let's put that, no, that one doesn't go. Let's put that one in. Some vellum in. Put that piece of paper in. Got this card, that would be nice. Yeah, I'll probably just get some plain coffee dyed paper, although I don't know whether it would be a sort of big writing journal as such, this one. I'd have to see as I'm working on it. Right, let's just trim some of these off because I know that it's not going to fit. Let's have a look and see the height. Right, that's fine. So I only need to trim a little bit off the side of there, to be honest. Yeah, I like that trimmer. I'm glad I invested in it. So I want that to go in the middle, I think. obviously my papers are different sizes. Let's just get my cover and have a look what we need to trim down. Just put them in my bin. Might not have to trim a lot down. Oh, they all fit in actually. Perfect. It's only that book page I needed to trim down. So yeah, I don't mind the white edges on these gel prints, to be honest. I quite like that. Yeah, we can put some ink on, or oh, I'm pleased with that. Yeah, I don't have to cut them down. I love having a journal with different size papers in as well. I'm not going to stitch it in yet because I might do a bit of stitching on some of these pages. Oh, I made up that I don't have to trim them down. I think I'm just going to get some coffee dyed paper out, or some of this colour paper as journaling, or I might just put a little notebook in the middle. So there's the first signature. Right, let's have a look at the second one. This feels a bit chunkier, to be honest. Got an envelope there I want to work on. A lot of these can be journals on, you know, they're only lightly coloured. I just used acrylic paints, so you can still journal on these, no problem, on the insides. I like that one. Yeah, because my gel print's only an 8 by 10, so it doesn't go right up to the edges. I might trim some of them off as I'm coming to them, but for the moment I'm just going to leave them. Like these pieces, these can be journaled on. You can write over them if you want to. Seems to be a lot more in this signature. Don't know, it might just be me, but I wanted to put a lot of prints in. I love that one. Right, got book pages. One. And that one. And that one, piece of vellum. Oh, these are all just bits that I'm going to use for ephemera, so I'm just going to put them behind me. Right, let's put a little signature together here with these. Let's just, what colour shall we start off with? We'll start with green. You know, these probably won't stay like this. I'll probably move them around another 50 times before I decide on stitching them in or whatever I'm doing with them. Don't know whether to do elastic binding, and then it's easy for whoever gets it to work in. We'll see. I'm not at that stage anyway yet of where I need to be thinking about whether I'm going to stitch it in or what. I just like the idea of having like a junky kind of mixed media kind of journal. I know it won't be for everybody. Everybody won't like it, but I'm sure some people will. Okay. Plan on putting that envelope in. Like, let's just tidy that up a little bit. It's a mess. Come on. It's okay. Just do a little bit of that end. That's better. Just tidy the ends up a little bit. Come here. Right, that's going to go in the middle like that. Might we'll have to put this one down. Put a little bit off here. Just think these are beautiful book pages to have in any journal. Can't remember whether I needed to. I'm just going to cut a little bit off just so I've got the decal edge on there as well. Okay, let's put that in. Now, in case you missed the first video, this journal, I am using no digitals whatsoever. It's just all papers that I've made or book pages. I'm going to make a load of ephemera. I'm not using any digital items whatsoever. It's just what I've got in my stash that I'm going to be using. In case you missed the first video, go back and watch the first one where I made the cover. I think that'll be nice. Right, I think they're both. That one seems to be. Might want need to chop that down a little bit more. Sticking out a bit. Look at that one. I'm just going to take a tiny little bit off this edge here. Yes, I'm very glad I've invested in that trimmer cutter. Right, let's have a look at what we've got now. Just put them there. I've finished with that for the time being. Throw that over there. Yeah, they'll go in nicely, won't they? Let's just have a little look then. I will do ink or paint or something on. I got some of these out after I'd finished gel printing. That's why some of them haven't got any paint on or anything like that. But I can use my brayer and just put some acrylic paint on, or I can use my ink sprays and stencils. We can do different things throughout. I just like the idea of having some mixed media in here. Yeah, they look nice. I'm pleased with them. Took me a while actually to do all my papers, get all my gel printing done. I just spent one afternoon. Right, that's the middle of that one. Right, so I'm happy with them, I think. Right, so what I thought I'd do now is just work on the cover. I've got everything ready at the side of me just to save time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the cover and then I'm going to stitch it on. So I'm just going to put that there. I always start the bases of my cover with just a piece of card, okay? And then next I've got a piece of craft paper. I'm just going to put some ink around here. Okay, so all I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue on because I am going to stitch it on. Just going to stitch each layer. I'm using 3-in-1 just to make sure it sticks. Come on, I should have filled it up really, mind you. I've got quite a bit in there, to be honest. Right, are you going to come out now? Okay, so I'm going to stick that onto there. Just then I've got this bit to actually stick onto the front of my journal. Then I have got some cheesecloth, coffee dyed cheesecloth. Just going to lay it down and I will scruffily stitch. And I want to trim that little bit. I'm going to leave it there for the time being because I'm not sure what it's going to look like. Okay, and then what I thought I would use for my focal image is this one that I'd made, because there's no digitals in this. It's just book pages, and this is a book page as well, and I made this background, so I thought that would look nice there. I've got some fabric that I was going to glue on, a little piece of this green fabric. Just going to glue that on each end. Come here. Stringy glue. Right. And then I've got some leaves. I made these last year. I've got a video how I made these. I'll show you now. These mixed media leaves. They're beautiful. I've got these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue this in the middle. Stick that there. And then I'm going to position my, I'm going to tuck my leaves underneath here, and then I can catch them with the sewing machine. Like that, and then I'm going to put some at the top there. Oops. Yeah, I really enjoyed making these leaves. I'll try, if I can remember, find the video and link it for you. They're really lovely. They look really real life. Come on. Stick down. Yeah, I like that. Now I've got some little mushrooms that I'm going to sit at the bottom, but what I'm going to do, guys, first is I am going to just go to my sewing machine and I'm going to stitch around it first, and then I'm actually going to stitch it onto my cover, and then it stays there. So I'll be back, it'll be a second for you. Okay, so I have stitched all around it scruffily. I'm pleased with that. Yeah, really like that. You can see the stitching in there, but that really doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's just cut some of the little threads off. I don't want them too long hanging down. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. I like the front of it. So we can include some fairies and botanicals in the journal. It'll be nice, I think. Right, where's them little mushrooms? I might add to this cover as I'm going along if I find anything else, but I've got these little wooden mushrooms here that I'm going to stick on. I think this should hold it, this 3-in-1, because they're not very heavy. They're only like little chipboard things, if it'll stick onto the cheesecloth. Yeah, I might add to it. I'll have a look what else I've got in my stash, and I might just add some more bits. I mean, I have got, I'll show you what I've got here. These were from Hobbycraft last year. That's where I've got them from, and I've got these ones as well. Let's have a look if there's anything else we want to put on. What have we got on there? Rabbit, fox. I'm not sure what's in these. Oh, a little squirrel, that might be nice, mightn't it? Little squirrel on the corner there. And then we can include some nature things in the journal as well. Yeah, I like that. Do we want to put something in that corner there? What else have we got in here? I think I've got one of them. Oh no, it's that one that's open. Let's have a look what's in that top corner up there. Yeah, I got these. They were a collection from Hobbycraft last year, and I never got round to using them. I've got a mushroom or a snail. What's that one? A little snail. No, I don't want the snail. I don't like that. I think I'll put that little mushroom on. Either that or a little fox. Should we go with the fox and then I'll put the mushroom. I'll put it there. Yeah, then we've got something on each side. Might put 2 mushrooms on actually. I hope these will stick. Might have to get me hot glue gun out. I don't really like using hot glue. I know it glues instantly, but I'm always frightened that it'll come off over time. And I just suppose any glue can come off, can't it, over time, to be honest. Right, I'm going to leave them to dry. All I want to do now before I go is I'm just going to look for my... I'm going to put them in a little box. I'm just looking for my sparkle pen. Where is it? Here it is. I'm just going to sparkle this fairy up a little bit. This is a Crafter's Companion sparkle pen. It's just clear glitter, this one. You can get them in all different colours. And I think I'll go over my little embellishments as well. So that's me done for today, guys. I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave that cover there to dry now. Where's my signatures? And we've got 2 signatures there, so we can start. I'm going to start off by making some ephemera. I'm going to try and use a lot of book pages to do the ephemera with. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching today. I hope you've found it useful. Just make sure you can see there. I've enjoyed it. I'm pleased with the cover. I like that. So yeah, I'm going to go now then, guys. So as always, thank you so much for stopping by. Take care, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.